Welcome to No Briefing, a podcast where we talk about business, marketing, technology, AI, reality without filters. I'm João C. Silva.
And I'm Gonçalo Freitas.
And we created together this podcast because we felt that most conversations in business today, they are too polished, they are too safe, and they are not honest. So we want to disconnect from this podcast and have something that is really real. Here we want to break that. We'll talk about the real challenge, real decisions, and what it actually takes to build and run businesses, brands, and people. Unfortunately, we are facing a tension situation in the Middle East, and this is what about on our first podcast. So, Gonçalo, how are you?
How are you? Good? Ready for our first episode?
Always ready. I born ready, Habibi. What is happening in Dubai? In the UAE, especially in Dubai?
Well, we are receiving some bonus of Iran, right? And we are protecting. Well, the government is protecting us very well. Nothing is happening. Sometimes we have received alerts that missiles on our airspace. But the alerts it takes 15 minutes, right? You receive and then in 15 minutes finish everything. Now you are safe. They say, right?
As you said, so there is a tension in the Middle East. Mm-hmm. So regarding the tension between the US, Israel, and Iran. So, and we have some consequences here in Dubai. So they are attacking some military US bases, True. Some ports, the airports as well. So, and we are facing a bit of some concerns with that. And one of the consequences, it's the tourism. So the tourism right now, it's almost near zero, right?
Yeah.
And they are impacting some of the business that is regarding the tourism, like hotels, fine dining restaurants, luxury retail. But besides that, do you think that there is...
They are still operating, but in a very low base. But I think that in general, the feeling that I have is I feel safe. And I'm inspired by how this country is protecting everyone, and I'm very curious because I really believe in this government. I'm very curious how we will be back when the war finish.
Yes, I think stronger than ever.
Stronger than ever. And actually, the one thing that the people needs to really understand is UAE is really safe.
It's really safe.
Even in a situation of the war,
we are safe. So what else? What do you want the most? You know,
like this is the biggest example that with this you are safe.
Yeah, that's crazy. True. So right? We manage
several type of.
We manage the communication marketing of also our clients.
True.
So what is the impact that our clients they are facing right now?
For the ones that work for the residents, I will say none.
Almost none, yes.
Actually, we were checking like 2 days ago. We were checking the performance and so on, and it was curious because in the first week was like what is happening.
Yes.
And it drops a bit, but. Immediately the people and the feeling safe here, of course, they start to back to normal routines, at least to go for clinics, to buy stuff online, skincare, flour. They start, they didn't wait to see, okay, maybe I will move out, because they don't want.
Yeah. So basically,
right?
what we did actually with our clients, because we manage the communication for different clients with different industries, was like to have like the real picture of what is going on, and also to understand what are the needs of the people in this situation. For example, for some of one of our clients at TCM Shanghai, they do like acupuncture, camping, and so on, and people were facing some sleeping problems
because of the stress, right?
Insomnia, stress because of the alert. So we readjust all the content strategy and the marketing strategy to give people what they are looking for.
True.
So in the case of the TCM Shanghai, we just started to promote and to invite more people to go there.
That's
and to
true.
create like testimonials, and so people can feel that, okay, I can go there, I can do like acupuncture. Even myself, I did
it, yeah.
and I
And-
slept very, very well, you know.
Like a
That's
baby.
true, like a baby. So what we did, and for us, and what we can advise to the companies that they are operating in Dubai, in the region right now, is to have like the real situation, to have a dashboard with how they are, their revenue, what they are, the people, and listen their audience and their community.
This is
They
the most
need to
important.
they need to understand what they are looking for.
True.
Then something I think that is very important is to increase the online investment, because right now people, they are not hanging out of their home so much, because you know the situation is not as usual,
Or they go nearby.
or they go nearby, correct? So
Yeah.
they spend a lot of time online.
Yeah.
So this is a huge opportunity for brands, for businesses. They can track, they can show visibility, increase awareness, increase online sales because of that. Because
Yeah, that's true.
the online is more and more and more an option for them. So what we are doing is try to avoid like sales, hard sales. So buy, but make promotions. Care about people, be nice,
Yes.
be emotionally involved with their audience, and be present online, create more content, invest more on the online marketing. So I have one question for you.
Okay.
So in crisis like this, there are always space for opportunities, right? Which opportunities do you think that in short term and long term that the investors, the entrepreneurs, they can see here in Dubai and the UAE?
I think that some learnings we already have, right, from past experience. When we have a crisis, for example, to invest in real estate, it will be good.
Yes, for
Right.
sure.
And also some business, they can invest. For example, they are very focused on offline, so maybe they can invest in online as well. And also get inspired, like how I can do better. It's not oh, now I have this, I don't have anyone in my restaurant or so on. What I can do.
What I can do, what people are looking for. Maybe I can improve like the takeaways. I can invest more on the Talabat and those platforms. They can,
That's the
because
thing.
people, maybe they want, you know, invite their friends and have like a chef at home,
chef
you know,
at home.
private
Invite
chef.
the community to
Invite
come.
the community
Give
to
some bonus
come.
for the
Yeah.
community. That's the thing.
Yeah, so I think in all crisis moments there are opportunities, and I think
Yeah.
Dubai is full of opportunities in this
Dubai
moment.
is full of opportunities always.
Yes.
That's the thing.
I think it's also a moment where we can think and we can help each other as a community. So I think that people that stay here, we have, at least I feel this even with my friends, with my partners, with my clients, I feel that we are more together. You know,
Yeah.
I think we bound more now,
Yeah.
because we have this like stress that is like for everyone.
True.
So I think everyone needs to
Do you know?
straighten their relationships to be stronger together.
And you know, something is just be humble.
Yeah, this
It's
is
like
very important.
It's very important. You can run a business of 100 million, 1 billion.
And you can lose everything.
You can. It's like just be humble and
Yeah.
be and appreciate the people that helped you to build up this.
Yeah.
And it's like it's not because of this that you are better or worse, but stay humble. And sometimes you can help, and sometimes you need help.
And honestly, because this podcast is about honesty, what do you think that will be like in short term and medium term or long term, the impact on our daily lives, on our businesses? So what do you think is going to happen in the next month?
Well, try to predict. It's quite hard
It's like magic.
because we don't know what will happen. But in short term, I can tell you that we will face better traffic.
Yes, better traffic, good offers.
That's the good thing. The way that you can live this situation in the short term is okay. Go to meet some places right in this city, in this country, because it will be very good. Besides that, the business side we already spoke. We need to adapt, listen our audience, and then communicate to them. Again, thinking about the relationships, and in the medium term, I think that how the business they we adapt. That's now we will see also which business are really strong in terms of building community.
I think it should be a bit of a filter as well, right?
True,
That
that's
people
why.
that the people and businesses they were here just to make money, you know, and now they understand. Okay, so those I think are the ones that will run away first. I
Yes.
think they were like the ones that they already gone.
Because for some businesses, like you just have the door open, and you have clients, right? It's not. For example, you don't have you don't work for the community, right? You work only for tourism, correct?
Yeah. Yes, so those ones I think that is like kind
Yeah.
of a filter right now that it will be important
Yeah.
because the people that will remain here and they are like creating these communities and like establish more in Dubai are the ones that in Dubai, when I say Dubai in the UAE in general, are the ones that when the economy that now is a bit on hold, investors are a bit on hold, that is normal, you know, they are the ones that will grow faster.
True.
So,
But still, you are saying that the economy is on hold, but also
no. Yes, not 100% on hold,
yes,
but yes,
because you are some private investors they are looking for.
for opportunities, for investment,
Of
especially
course.
in innovation, technology,
Of course.
a lot of different sectors.
They are checking opportunities, as we said, in times like this.
Me too, you too,
It's
right?
like, yeah,
we are
it's like-
trying to see how you take advantage of, like, not advantage, but how you can be positive, and now all of us we
And
can.
how we can find a good opportunity. That's the thing.
So basically, you said that you are from this like 3 weeks now.
3 weeks.
You already learn and you grow up, right?
True.
How? What did you learn? And
Manage
how
my stress,
manage your stress. It's a good one.
and it's like it makes me remember a bit of
COVID.
Yeah, it's like be cooperative, and it's like in something that we feel in our business is as again this is something that we still have it since the day one. I think that we're born with this. That it's like the relationships that we have in our business life. They become friends,
Yeah.
and it's very good how our clients like to work with us,
Yes.
and how we like to work with them. And in this way, you can build up. For example, exactly yesterday, one of the first clients here in Dubai,
As we have in the bar like 4 years ago.
4 years ago, they called me, okay, Goncalo, let's work together again.
Yeah.
Yesterday. This is very good, right? Because that means that you, for sure, you did something good. So I think that I didn't ask what I learned, but what I realize. And sometimes just realize is to learn, right?
Yes, of
And
course.
what about you? What you feel besides the stress and
Yeah, actually, to be honest, I'm not very stressed. There are moments like ups and downs, but I think that's
Yeah.
fine. But what I learned the most, it's from one day to another, everything can change.
True.
So it puts in perspective a lot of things, a lot about what is really important for me. And also I think this moment, it was also a good moment for introspection. So to think about, okay, so let's talk to myself, because before this happened, I think we were all very busy too much
Yes.
busy, like events almost every day, you know, even for Ramadan, that usually it is like a moment
The pace
to
was
calm
crazy,
down,
yeah.
and it was very, very busy.
Iftar every day.
Iftars every day, everything
Which
every
is
day.
very good.
Yeah, I love it. But networking events every
Yes.
day, you know. So it was like things. Number one is like to calm down,
True.
breathe, and introspection,
And be grateful.
and be grateful for what we have.
That's
Then
amazing.
also strengthen the relationship with some people, and organically also it change it is like a filter. So people that we want to be close with, and people that it doesn't matter for you. So it's like also organic and
Natural selection.
Yes, natural selection of people that we want to surround yourself. So they are people that I'm more close now. So basically, he helped me to be more consistent and more
Efficient.
solid,
Yeah.
efficient and
Yeah.
solid inside, with more foundation and structure. So this is something that in 3 weeks have like the effect of like 2 years maybe, or 1 year.
Well,
you know?
Dubai have this effect that everything that is short term happens to you, you can take it for your life as a learning. Like we are here, I don't know, 4 years.
Yes, 4 years, almost 4 years now.
Looks
Yeah, it looks like 14 years.
because here everything happens fast.
It's intense.
You learn a lot.
Yeah.
You learn a lot. You need to. Here is high performance.
High performance, 100%. And we are really high performance because we have these 2 companies to manage, that is Digital Connection back in Portugal and in Dubai. Then we are also managing, we are part of the board of the Portuguese Business Council, and this is a very important moment to help the entrepreneurs, the businessmen here in Dubai,
And the
because
companies,
there are
yeah,
people that they are struggling, there are people that are
Of
facing
course.
challenge, there are people that are afraid of the future. So we need to help them as a framework for them to create this positive ecosystem where they can feel safe and they can grow their business as well. So it's a huge part of
Is,
our roles.
It's not time to panic.
It's not time to panic,
At all.
100%. Yeah,
It's
it's time to focus
It's time to be focused.
and to create strategies and see the picture and how
That's the thing.
and they have different plans. And something that I really agree. It's a bit controversial, but this is
Tell me.
why we have this podcast. It's
Yes.
about there are people that they don't agree, or they don't like. They cannot share images, videos about what is happening, because in Dubai you cannot photograph or make videos and then send them on social media or on WhatsApp groups. But this, for me, this is the best way.
And
I
also
don't
it's-
care why I care about the fire that is whatever.
That's the
I need to
thing.
receive the right information, the right sources, you know, and I need to understand what is happening. But those videos that just cause the panic, why?
Yes.
Why we should do that? I think it's very good this moment to and people, because this avoid that people panic more, because
let's
when they
avoid-
see out of the
yes.
context they don't know
They
what's
don't
happening.
know, and sometimes they just share a link and they say, "I don't know if this is true."
So don't share it. Why are you sharing then?
And this control, but this control is important.
It's very important. This is
Otherwise,
regulation for me.
Of course, otherwise everything will become a mess.
Yeah, and this is from the Western media that I really lost my faith. I
Yeah.
had like few. I didn't trust that much, but right now, when I watch the news in Portugal, I see
95%.
yeah, they
Okay,
say
they said
like
it.
they say
Less
so
than-
many stupid things that is not even true. You
That's
know,
not even
and
true.
that is hard because our
And
families
then
they are there.
they posted on social media things that then they deleted because it's like, come on, but don't do it.
Don't do it.
It's very imprudent.
Yeah.
It's very. This is not for kids. It's like, man, we are giving the news. We are high performers. This is not for kids. We don't. But they work for likes. Some of them.
That's it.
And
They work
that's
for
the thing.
clickbait.
Yeah.
It's like they want you know, to expose themselves. They want the people get to know them as a journalist and everything,
Yeah.
and they want you know, audience. But this is completely stupid in my opinion.
Populism to be
100%. This is one of the big problems of the world.
Yes.
So basically, right now, in terms of our business, our digital connection, we have some surprises, right?
Good ones.
Good ones. So one of this is this podcast. That today it is just the two of us, but we can have guests or not guests.
Depends if they accept, right?
Depends of. We don't have script. We don't have a briefing before. We are real. We are honest.
Yes.
We are what we are, and this is something that people know from us. This is what they can expect from us.
Spontaneous.
And we are. We also worked on our rebranding.
That's true. We are almost launching it, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to say to save the date.
Yes.
but
we are going to show this together with this podcast as well.
Right. So we will do it very soon.
And why we did the rebranding? It was a moment, right?
So it was a moment, but it was not because of this.
No.
It's because we already have 10 years.
We have more foundation. We are more solid, right? It's like 11 years.
It's 11 years.
So, and this rebranding also represents that.
Yes.
And also the concept behind is because we have people from 12 nationalities, different religions, different everything.
I don't know many nationalities.
I think this 12. But this is something for each culture, for everyone, that it's the same. Is the sunrise and the sunset. So even our colors, even our concept is behind this. This is something that is the same for everyone.
Yes, no matter where you are, no matter where
you believe,
from, you will always have a sunrise and a sunset.
Yeah, we operate in different countries and
different time zones.
From Brazil to Nepal, this is how much. How many hours is like?
I don't know because that is like
15 and a half or something like that. So
it's crazy.
This is the concept. So and I hope people like it. And this also a representation of ourselves, me and you, because we are the founders of this baby. That is not a baby anymore.
It's not a baby anymore. Thank you. It was
you.
good, right?
Yeah, I think it was a real and honest conversation, and this is the most important part. And I think we also gave some good insights to people. And right now, in this moment, I think at least in my conclusion is we need to be stronger. We need to be together, and we need to invest in online because right now online is booming.
It's booming, and also. It's good to have time to these unprepared talks, right? That we can have a conversation, we can share our vision about what we think as friends and as business partners. So it's like it will be. I believe that this podcast, No Briefings, is our concept. You know, that is like very chill, simple, honest, and. Sometimes maybe you can drop the behind the scenes because behind the scenes we say but yes, basically that's it, is what we are trying to pass is the message, how we think, what we believe, and the reality.
Bye bye. See you on the next episode.
Bye bye.